by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Give me all you got, don't hold it back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy. Come along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Come along. All right, guys, what is happening? It's yours truly, Xavier Smith, a.k.a. Mr. XL Smith, a.k.a. Coacch. I'm the one with all the names, one mission. You know, I've been sitting here to impact, inspire, and improve your life for the better. Today is no different. We're going to be talking about some good information. And, man, I got some comments. I got some love already. That's what I'm talking about right there. Maybe I should come on to the show singing that song every single time. So let's check in real quick. Oh, you know what? That's what I'm talking about. My main man, Trenton. What's happening, brother? And my girl, Sandra. What's happening, champ? So we are talking about some information. I'm going to give you some news that you can use. Quick story. My father, before he passed away, you know, the moments and times that we were around each other, he would always say, give me some news I can use. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do my best to continue the legacy of what he has left behind. He's been gone for about 4 months now. And so thank you, Pops. But today we are getting ready to get into some good news. And I got some information that I've already set up on my other screen because I want to talk to you about some of the advantages of vitamin D. As you may or may not know, I just recently experienced a traumatic event back on the 11th. Make a long story short, I basically had a pulmonary embolism, which is in my case, a massive blood clot that started from my leg, went up past my heart into my lungs, and I almost could have died. Fortunately, it did not go up into the brain where it could have led to stroke or death. And the good Lord above has decided that I'm still here for a reason. So there's that. Sandra says, I like that. Well, I like that you like that because that's what we're all about. I am going to give you some news that you can use. I'm going to read a couple of paragraphs, and then you already have the link that will lead you to the full article. And this comes from the institute that I do all my learning and get all my continuous education from when it comes to recertifying for personal training. There's a couple of things that, you know, the governing bodies want to make sure you know. And so I have to continue to build on those hours of knowledge. And I just got recertified. This was before the pulmonary embolism. And so there you have it. So I'm going to read. Let me just make sure I can find the article again. Boom. So when would you like to work out together? Well, Trenton asks, when would you like to work out together? Well, that's possible, but I actually, tell you the truth, dog, I train on a whole nother level. So we would have to talk about that to make sure you have the mindset that goes along with the body. You know, there's a lot of hard bodies out there, but soft minds. I like to make sure that the mind is hard as the body because I go hard and I expect my clients to go hard too. So we'll have to talk about that. But thank you for the question. So let's get into this. First thing I'm going to do is talk to you about the advantages of vitamin D. And I'm going to read to you what I have just read in order for me to get recertified, part of my continuing education. So let's get into it. Vitamin D has gained greater attention over the past few years based on a growing body of evidence that suggests a greater physiological need of vitamin. The vitamin may exist for optimal health and function. All right. The information has been compounded by an increasing concern of worldwide deficiency due to the fact that vitamin D supports a large number of physiological processes
the current pandemic, 50% of the population, increases internal susceptibility to health problems, international, I should say. Early on, the known benefits of vitamin D were essentially limited to calcium homeostasis and the prevention of bone disease. Today, it has become clear that vitamin D actually is an emerging super nutrient, okay, serving a role in disease prevention, including cancer, heart disease, and cognitive function, enhancing muscle morphology, and of course, reducing the risk of osteoporotic fractures. I think I just tortured that name, but nonetheless, I'm moving on to the other paragraph that I really wanted you to know about. Supplementation with vitamin D to sufficiency has also gained support by physicians for disease prevention. In studies analyzing the risk of autoimmune disease, those with inadequate vitamin D ran an increased risk for diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, multiple sclerosis, whereas those with sufficient vitamin D in the blood experienced a notable reduction. In fact, it suggests that adequate vitamin D up to levels of 2,000 international units, or IUs, have improved insulin sensitivity and beta cell function, leading to a significant reduction of diabetes in evaluated populations, including children. Blood vitamin D levels at less than 20 nanograms per milliliter were associated with reduced beta cell activity, suggesting that deficiency will add to your risk. And there you have it. All right, so I wanted to make sure you knew about that. So if you have comments, questions, or concerns, be sure to post them. Drop a comment, drop some thumbs up, drop a heart. Let me know who you are, where you're from. I kind of already acknowledged Trenton and Sandra, but if you are new coming on board, make sure you let me know. This is an example of some vitamin Ds that I get from one of my second favorite sources, which is VitaCost. Everything on VitaCost.com is going to give you supreme pricing, and you get opportunities for discounts on top of that. So this makes it one of my best choices other than my own store. Now, if you're looking for a great and clean multivitamin, you got to let me know if you are in the market for that, because I have one of the best supplements on earth as far as I'm concerned, because they're all clean. Everything on my store is dedicated to non-GMO, non-toxic products and foods and supplements that will help you improve your life. And I happen to have some. I just ordered some and it's on its way. But until then, still got a few of these left in here. This one is a 5,000 IU international units, vitamin D3, and I take those at night. Okay, so there you have it. So we talked about the advantages of vitamin D, the special invite. That's what's coming up next. If you are experiencing headaches at the migraine level, I don't experience them personally, but I do have an aunt who experienced them when we were living together. Man, her migraines got so bad that every light in her room had to be off. And it was like no motion, no nothing. She was basically immobilized for however long the migraine decided to, stay in her system. So that I kept that with me throughout my life. And I was like, why? How does this start? And then as I got older and got into more education about why things happen, environment is huge. And so I have some solutions for that. That link is also provided in this description. So if you're interested in that, or you know somebody who is suffering from migraines, they got to get to know what I'm talking about in the solutions that I provide via email. Now, I'm a 100% permission-based type of guy, which means I don't chase anyone. What I do is offer solutions, and if you want them, you've got to take action and let me know that you want them. So that's kind of how I like to operate, because that way it keeps me as efficient as possible and keeps me in the line of serving others who want it. My whole life, I have decided to dedicate that to serving. It's not about making money. It's about serving, and the money that follows is a result. There's a huge difference in my mindset. So that's what I chose. That's what I stand for, and that's what I'm all about. So if you like that, then I'm happy you're on board. If that's not what you're about, then let this train pass you by. Bottom line. All righty. I thank you so much for those who have taken the time to post your love, post your comments, and I hope you have found, if you're on YouTube, I'm broadcasting simultaneously on YouTube and Facebook. So if you are on YouTube and you like this video, this live stream, please let me know how you feel about it, with the thumbs up, with the hearts, or maybe some negative comments. I don't give a damn. Just post something. If you're on Facebook, I thank you. I appreciate you. I love you both. Regardless of what you do, there is much love for you in the here, in the now. That's my time, and I want to remind you, don't buy into the mold of mediocrity, but instead be excellent on purpose. That's my time. I'm Xavier Smith, and I want to thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.